Yes, Thailand can be cheap, but that is not the whole story. Have you ever seen someone post a plate of pad thai, pad krapao, maybe a fried egg and a Coke, and proudly say, "You see, Thailand is so cheap. I ate all this for $2." They act like that's the whole truth when it is not. They're really missing something bigger. Just because Thailand can be cheap doesn't mean it always is, and it sure doesn't mean everyone wants to live like they're living or eat Thai food all the time. That's the big one right there. Not everybody wants to eat Thai food all the time. I mean, it's crazy. You want to eat noodles all the time? You want to eat fried rice all the time? I mean, I love Thai food. I really do. But I've been here for 30 years, and you know what? Sometimes I get tired of it. Okay? Sometimes I just don't want to eat it. Sometimes I want to change. I think everybody does. But, you never hear that from the people who maybe they're trying to save money. I don't know what it is. Maybe they just can't afford to buy more. But there are other things to eat. Okay? And you know what? I can eat very, very healthy, and lately I have been. Before I get started, I'm Scott. In case you don't know, I'm an American who, like I said, I've been living here for 30 plus years. If you like this video, do me a favor, click like. And if you have yet to subscribe, please do so. And remember to hit the notification bell so you'll stay informed of all the upcoming videos and live streams. Also, if you want to send me a message or a comment or whatever it is, your Scott letter, you can do so by writing to an American in Bangkok at gmail.com. If you need a consultation, an American in Bangkok at gmail.com. Now, so someone buys some pad krapao, which let me just tell you something. I can make pad krapao very easily, and I can tell you I don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't like the flavor. Pad krapao with an egg. Usually you have it with an egg on it or whatever, and maybe you get a Coca-Cola on the side, and you can buy it for $2. Well, that's great. I think it's great. I used to be able to buy Thai food for a lot cheaper, and now what you hear people saying, why are all these YouTubers whining about how expensive Thailand is? It's really cheap. And I've seen this more than once, and maybe you've seen it, and to be fair, they're not wrong. That particular meal is cheap. You can go out and have a bowl of noodles. Listen, across the street, I can have a bowl of noodles for 50 baht. If I want a larger size, I can have it for 60 baht. I can go down the street to Happy Land, the food court, and I can have food for 40 baht, 30 baht. Now, probably not going to fill me up. I can have a plate for 50 baht, and maybe it'll fill me up, maybe it won't. But what they don't really say, and what maybe they don't realize, I don't know, is that they're only telling one side of the story. When I first came here in 1995, pad krapao was like 15 baht, 20 baht. You could get fried rice for 15 baht and might cost 5 baht more for an egg, okay? No joke. I used to get pad thai from a market for 5 baht. Okay, and that was like 25 years ago. 5 baht. They had a big plate of pad thai, and you would get it. They would just flop it onto a piece of paper. They'd fold it up, and they'd hand it to you. Now it's a bit more, but it was okay. It wasn't great, but it didn't matter. Back then, I was like, oh well, I don't know if I can buy certain things, but I didn't always eat pad krapao then. I don't eat it all the time now. And like I said, I like Thai food a lot. It's one of my favorite cuisines. I mean, it's in the top 3, and it kind of varies from time to time. But I also like variety. I like a steak once in a while. I like a pork chop once in a while. I just like a chicken breast once in a while. And now I'm on this diet, this kind of diet that I'm on now. It's basically really clean proteins, yogurt, eggs, lamb, fish. Sometimes I'll have something like a steak or whatever, and vegetables. Okay? You're not getting that for 65 baht on the street. I can tell you that right now. You're not going to get a big steak. Now, I can tell you because I had a steak yesterday, 279 baht. Okay? That is a New Zealand steak. Now, it's not huge, but along with the vegetables, it fills me up. It was okay. Now, you want a lamb chop? Let me tell you something. I've been looking at lamb chops yesterday and today. I ordered some lamb chops yesterday. The place called me up and said, oh, we're all out right now. So now I got to go through another place. But they're going to run anywhere from 300 to 600 baht. It depends on what size you get. If you want salmon, listen, you can get salmon for 95 baht. It's one small piece that's about 120 grams. Okay? If you want two of them, obviously, it's 190 baht. Now, you can get cooked salmon at the grocery store, and that salmon might cost you about 189, maybe anywhere to 299. But if you want to buy a big piece of salmon, it's probably going to cost you 500 baht at least. Okay? You want a proper steak? Yeah, I mean, like, listen, I got the steak yesterday. I asked, how much does the steak cost when I buy it? And I don't eat it here at You Hunt We Cook. She said, well, this one is 269, and it's not that big, okay? So if I wanted bigger, it's going to cost me maybe 500 baht, depending on where you go. You want an espresso? Nowadays, if you're not going to Cafe Amazon, it's going to cost you 60 to 80 baht minimum, and maybe it's going to cost you even more. It might cost you 100, 105, 110 baht. If you're going to Starbucks, ugh. You want to live like a broke backpacker eating street food twice a day? Go for it. It's your life. I understand it. Maybe that's all you can afford, or maybe that's all you want to spend. I understand that. But some of us here in Thailand, some of us expats, listen, I've been here a long time and I know what it's like to eat only Thai food. I don't only want to eat Thai food nowadays. I like eating other food. We're looking for more than bare bones survival. And like I said, right now I have 3 pork chops sitting on top of my oven, getting ready to be cooked. One for me and one each for my sons, and that's 400 baht. So it's not bad. Okay? I mean, listen, the prices are generally better than in the U.S., depending on what you're buying and if it's imported or not, that kind of thing. But you want to get some pork chops, you want to get something like that, you can get it for fairly inexpensive. But you're not going to pay 50 baht, $1.50, $2 in most places. You might be able to go to certain little places where they make it cheaper, but even then, they're 269 baht, something like that, and that's kind of cheap. The key point is that YouTubers or long-term expats who say Thailand is more expensive, they are not wrong, just like these people eating Thai food are not wrong either, okay? And they're talking about, they're not talking about a one-time meal, okay, if you're an expat. You're not talking about a one-time meal. Like for me, I eat pork chops like every week. I eat a piece of salmon every week. I eat a steak all the time. Sometimes, now I don't eat much Thai food, but sometimes I eat Thai food all the time, or I cook it for my kids. They have Thai food all the time, okay? And I can tell you that by the time we're done buying for them, it's 150 to 200 baht. So it's 2 kids, maybe you're talking about 100 baht each, which is still very cheap. But if you're going to live here long term, what about you want Japanese food, Vietnamese food, French food, Greek food, Mexican food? That it costs, okay? It costs more, and it should. Now, Thailand can be cheap, but sometimes it's about survival, not lifestyle. If you want quality, you want variety, you want comfort, sometimes you gotta pay a little bit more. Sometimes you gotta pay a lot more. Go get yourself a big, thick steak from a steakhouse here in Bangkok. It's gonna cost you 4,000 baht. I mean, really, you don't have to apologize for not, like if you are buying expensive food here, you don't have to apologize. You don't have to apologize to anybody. because you're not living like a 20-year-old backpacker on a shoestring. And if you just want some Thai food, that's fine. Listen, a guy came over from Australia like last year, and I thought, okay, we went across the street. I bought like a meal for me, a meal for him, a meal that we could share, and I think it was like 180 baht, something like that, and a drink for us. It was like 180 baht, and I was like, that's a pretty good deal, you know. But I don't do that all the time. And at the end of the day, the good thing is that Thailand gives you options. You can live cheap for sure, but if you want to live really well, it's going to cost you more. And I can say that as a YouTuber, I take offense when people say I'm complaining, I'm whining, because I think, oh, Thailand is getting more expensive. Well, let me tell you something. If you go to the grocery store, we got 2 refrigerators here. We stock up our refrigerators because when my kids wake up, hey, they want a bowl of oatmeal, maybe put a little honey in it, maybe some raisins. They like that. Maybe they want lunch. Well, they make themselves a sandwich. Maybe my wife is cooking. She makes Thai food for them. It just depends. We have a large variety that we choose from. I don't eat pad krapao every day, even though I could. I don't eat pad Thai every day. I don't eat tom yum goong. I just don't want to. And I'm not going to pretend that a $2 meal is my reality. Because I want to impress you with how cheap Thailand is. Listen, you can make it as cheap as you want it, or as expensive as you want it. And my truth is that now Thailand costs a little bit more, and I don't mind it because I'm good with it. I don't mind that I'm gonna, like, I might buy 3 lamb chops tomorrow, and that might cost me about 650 baht, 750 baht, and then I'm gonna buy some ground lamb, and that's 500 baht. I don't mind paying that. I know I can buy ground beef for 250 baht. I don't mind paying that. It's not a problem. So, anyway, that's all I have. I am Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. That's all I have. Until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Chok di leo jerken mai. Take care.